We are back with another video, another late night video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Law enforcement sources told TMZ deputies got a call this morning about a trespasser suspect at Nicki Minaj's home in California. The suspect seen on camera roaming around in the backyard and was described as a white male with a big red beard, long hair, wearing a gray tracksuit. The trespasser was arrested, but a lot of fans are worried for Nicki Minaj's safety. A fan said, "I don't care who got mad at me for saying this. Ever since her exact whereabouts been public knowledge, it's been a constant issue. No woman or child should have to deal with a headline like this every year. God been literally trying to tell her something, but she rather listen to J. Cole." Now, I don't know what that means. Like, what do they mean she rather listen to J. Cole just because J. Cole and Nicki collaborated and, he gave Kenny advice on, how to handle his relationship with Nicki? I don't know if that makes sense, but okay. Or maybe, the fan is trying to say that, Nicki may need to leave Kenny. Maybe that's what they trying to say, but I don't know what J. Cole got to do with that. Now, the guy that was arrested was Leland Adams. He was arrested 5 days ago and released the same day. Okay, so he was arrested the day Nicki Minaj was supposed to drop her album. Okay, now Nicki Minaj's friend and the current president's advisor said, Nicki has been hit with multiple swatting attempts in the state, yet Newsom and California Democrats have done nothing to protect her. Disgraceful. Okay, so that's what he said. Now, let me know what y'all think about this. Now, I find it to be a coincidence, Camel Face pops back out. Even though he's in Perry, I'm not saying that Devil Nation had anything to do with it, but I just think it's a coincidence, coinkadink, that Camel Face pops back out. And, Nicki Minaj has issues again with the safety of her home. Okay, I'm not saying that they have anything to do with it, but I just noticed that it could be a coincidence. He popped back out and, Nicki Minaj is dealing with somebody trying to break into her house. That's very interesting. But I also feel like a lot of stuff starts to happen to Nicki Minaj when people feel like she dropping music or something is coming. That's what it gives. It gives that something might be coming because there's been a bunch of lawsuits and now somebody trying to break into her home, So I suggested months ago that Nicki Minaj leave Los Angeles. I said the same thing about Rihanna. It's not safe. People are saying New York is safer. That's not safe either. I think Nicki should go to London or Trinidad. No shade, but that might be the only safe option, really. Okay, is you gotta leave the U.S. Okay, because I don't think she'll be safe in New York unless she go to South Carolina or something like that. But that might be a drag. Most artists and celebrities do business in New York or L.A. But some celebrities do live in London. So I think it was Ellen DeGeneres. She moved to the UK. Camel Face and Beyonce, were thinking about moving to London. So I don't know if Nicki still want to go there, but they were thinking about it, building a home there. So, I think LA is just out. I think she got to move out of LA. But the thing is, Nicki Minaj's address will always be public. So this might occur in a different state or a different area anyway, because her address is public. So that's something also she would have to think about. Now, moving on from that, Zendaya says she planned to attend Cardi B's Little Miss Ugly tour, but couldn't make it due to her busy schedule. Now, Cardi B responded and said, "Now, wait a minute. We got to get my girl in the building. Okay, so let me know if you guys would be here for a Zendaya and Cardi B link up. Now, don't y'all find it strange that every celebrity is trying to go to a Cardi B concert like she's Beyonce? You know, no shade. More celebrities have went to Cardi B's concert than they have went to a Beyonce concert. Even though when I went to see Beyonce, Doja Cat was there. Okay, but you know, I didn't really give a fuck like that, no shade. But she was there. I did see Doja Cat there. There were a bunch of celebrities when I went to see Beyonce. But the point of the matter is, I think it's strange that Zendaya was supposed to see Cardi B. No shade. I'm not saying that she can't be a fan, but I don't know if I fully believe that she is. I'm not saying she's a Barb either. I don't think that she's a Barb. Even though I know she's a fan of Nicki Minaj. But a Barb is, to me, a Barb is a stan, not a fan. There's a difference. But what I'm saying is, I believe that Titanic Records is giving tickets out to celebrities. Not all of them. Not the ones that are performing on stage, but certain celebrities like the Remy's, the Zendayas, you know, the Queen Latifahs, whoever is going to the concert and just watching. I think they're giving those tickets out to celebrities, and they want to make it seem like Cardi B, her tour is better than Pink Friday 2 tour. That's what it's given in my opinion. I think that's the agenda that they're pushing, because I just find it strange that Zendaya got invited or bought a ticket to a Cardi B concert. I don't know if I fully believe that. I think there is an agenda being pushed. And I think Cardi B is very much a puppet. She probably would never put 2 and 2 together that she's being used by the industry. She won't realize until the industry stops using her. That's why when the official Cardi B replacement happens, it's going to really gag the live. Ice Spice was supposed to do the job, but she was terrible. Okay, she got a little bit too cocky, a little bit too ahead of herself, and she beefed with her replacement a little bit too early, but she doesn't have the talent like that. But when they fully replace Cardi B and she start getting the Nicki and, no shade Drake treatment, it's going to really gag the live. I want to see how she's going to respond to that. But I feel like when the industry tells Cardi B she got to get out, I think she's going to go. I don't really think she cares about music like that. I think she just does it strictly for the money. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon about Blake Lively, the Tribe Says Racist, Selena, Justin, Usher, and Diddy on Patreon. Link would be in the description. Have a great day.